It's 4 p.m. here in Seoul. Thanks for tuning in to ARIRANG News. I'm Devin Whiting. We begin with President Park Geun-hye's policy address to the National Assembly. In her annual speech on next year's budget plan, President Park announced that the government will begin the process of revising the Constitution to change Korea's one-term presidency. Discussion of the long-debated revision could be expedited, as she pledged to have the process completed by the end of her term. Song Ji-sun starts us off.
President Park has vowed to put the revision into effect before her single 5-year term ends, citing the outstanding difficulties she has experienced over the past 3 years and 8 months she's been in office. She said the challenges facing Korea cannot be tackled with just a handful of policies or reforms, and that the revision must be approached with the next century in mind.
대통령 단임제로 정책의 연속성이 떨어지면서 지속 가능한 국정 과제의 추진과 결실이 어렵고 대외적으로 일관된 외교 정책을 펼치기에도 어려움이 큽니다. 북한은 몇 년만 버티면 된다는 생각으로 핵과 미사일 개발을 수십 년 동안 멈추지 않고 있고 경제 주체들은 5년마다 바뀌는 정책들로 인하여 안정적이고 장기적인 투자와 경영에 어려움을 느끼고 있습니다.
President Park said that the single-term presidency can no longer serve the needs of a changing society and said now seemed the right time and place to answer the call from the public and the political realm to go ahead with the revision. Public polls indicate that 70% of Korean people agree with the idea of revising the Constitution, and nearly 200 lawmakers, or 2/3 of the total, are engaged in a parliamentary movement to proceed with the revision.
저는 오늘부터 개헌을 주장하는 국민과 국회의 요구를 국정 과제로 받아들이고 개헌을 위한 실무적인 준비를 해 나가겠습니다. 임기 내에 헌법 개정을 완수하기 위해 정부 내에 헌법 개정을 위한 조직을 설치해서 국민의 여망을 담은 개헌안을 마련하도록 하겠습니다.
President Park also asked lawmakers to set up a special parliamentary committee and to gather public opinion on the issue to further develop and discuss the scope and content of the tasks ahead. On what kind of governance structure the president has in mind, the presidential office said that the decision should be made through open discussion with the public and the politicians, but added that the president should take the leading role in that process. Song Ji-sun, ARIRANG News.
South Korea has confirmed that North Korea has been using its agencies for inter-Korean affairs to wage psychological warfare on the South. They've been attempting to stoke division and anger over issues such as defections and the upcoming deployment of a U.S. missile defense system. Connie Kim reports.
North Korea is focusing on psychological warfare against the South as its organizations in charge of South Korean affairs are operating teams to pump out the regime's propaganda. The South Korean government officials said Monday that the North's United Front Department and the military's Reconnaissance General Bureau are reposting rumors uploaded on South Korean portal sites to social networking services. The officials said the group focuses on hacking and agents stationed abroad spreading false information in South Korea. Recently, the agents are known to have uploaded rumors that the group of North Korean defectors working at a North Korean restaurant in China was kidnapped by the South. Moreover, these North Korean agents have been focusing on stirring up controversy within the South regarding the deployment of the U.S. missile defense system THAAD to the peninsula. The North's efforts come as North Korean leader Kim Jong-un ordered agencies in 2014 to come up with ways to use the internet for propaganda promotion. North Korea has some 80 propaganda websites and about 160 websites abroad that praise the North. Experts say psychological warfare is effective for the North as it's cost-effective and hard to block. They add, however, that South Korea could respond by sending USBs north of the border to provide information to North Koreans. Connie Kim, ARIRANG News.
North Korea has denied that South Korea sought its opinion before deciding to abstain from a 2007 vote in the UN on North Korea's human rights. This is the first reaction from the North to claims made by former South Korean Foreign Minister Song Min-sun in his memoir, which has caused a stir since its publication. In the memoir, Song says Seoul sought the view of Pyongyang before it decided to abstain from the UN vote during the former Roh Moo-hyun administration. He also said that Moon Jae-in, the former head of the Minju Party of Korea, was involved in the process as the late President Roh's chief of staff. Moon has been tipped as a contender in the 2017 presidential election. The North condemned the ruling Saenuri Party for engaging in what it called a politically motivated terrorist act by branding the main opposition party as North Korean sympathizers. Seoul has dismissed that accusation and called for an end to such outmoded behavior by Pyongyang, which it said is only aimed at creating tension in South Korea. We're now about 2 weeks away from the U.S. presidential election, and a new poll shows Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton with a double-digit lead over her Republican rival Donald Trump. The poll by ABC News released on Sunday has Clinton leading Trump by 12 percentage points, drawing 50% of the vote. Almost 70% of respondents said they were turned off by the sexual allegations against Trump, and some 60% disagreed with his assertion that the election is rigged. The poll was conducted last weekend via telephone among a random national sample of fewer than 900 likely voters, with a margin of error of plus or minus 3.5 points. That does it for this hour. More news coming up at 6 p.m. Korea time. Bye for now.